So we've been to 3. We've been to Tulkey, we've been to Osprey Bay, and we've been to Kurrajong.
And these little buggers.
Oh, whoa, did they do all that? So we grabbed these little sachets of raw sugar. We didn't steal it from a cafe.
In action.
Now for the best bit.
Oh, yummy.
And whale shark season's happening and all of those sorts of things. So I just think it's the best time to be here.
Kurrajong.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. Favourite. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's really good. Do you just want to come back a little bit? That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be walking through that water all the time. Yeah, I think we want to come back as far as we can.
Okay.
What a terrible view.
I know.
Go swim with turtles.
Let's go. Came back to camp and these little buggers.
Oh, whoa, did they do all that?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And look, that's where you had your muesli bar.
I didn't have a muesli bar. I ate my muesli bar.
No, there was a muesli bar there.
Yeah, well.
Not now.
What a suckers.
They even dropped shazza on the ground. Look at that.
And a cord.
As you do. Look at this.
Control your mate.
Oh my god, you're out of control. My turn, my turn, my turn, my turn, my turn. Hang on. Where's he? I don't know about 15 frames. It's gonna tip over.
Alright, welcome back to Ant's Camp Kitchen Nightmares. We've had so much positive feedback around the first one that we did a little while ago with moss flying around her head that we're going to do another one. Now, again, I'm going to cook a chicken curry, but very, very different chicken curry to the last one I cooked. So, normally when I'm at home, I love cooking a Thai green curry and generally use chicken in a Thai green curry as well. But when you're on the road, you don't have the opportunity to have all of the spices, all of the herbs and everything that you need to be able to do it kind of freehand in the kitchen at home. So we found these Marion's Kitchen green curry kits. Comes with pretty much everything you need in terms of green curry paste, coconut milk, the dried herbs, chilies and some bamboo shoots, which make a really good curry. However, we embellish a little bit because that's what I do. Got a really little can of baby corns here because it's only the two of us, and honestly this is probably going to feed 5 or 6 people, but we'll have some leftovers. Chop down some carrots, chop down some zucchinis and some onions, and always use chicken thigh when you're making a green curry because you let it simmer as the rice cooks, and chicken thigh doesn't dry out like chicken breast does. The other secret ingredient to Thai is you need your hot, your spicy, your sour, but you also need your sweet, and the sweet isn't included in the kit. So we grabbed these little sachets of raw sugar. We didn't steal it from a cafe, we actually bought a box of them. It's just easier than carting a whole thing of sugar, and it's single use. We don't use much sugar, but you need sugar for Thai food. So we're going to head over here to the burners in the Stealth 16 and we're going to make a beautiful chicken curry. Mavo's pretty excited.
I am.
So you need to kind of do this in batches as well. So what I always do is just fry the chicken off a little bit, not to the point where it's really browned, but to the point where you get a bit of colour into it, because when you simmer it down and let it sit while the rice is cooking, the flavours will start to infuse into this chicken. But you don't want it to go in raw, otherwise it's going to be undercooked and not very nice. So get a bit of sizzle on. Fry that off. So we've got the water on to boil the rice, and we've also got the chicken just browning off just to get a bit of colour into it. Now what's really cool about these little kits is that they have basically step-by-step ingredients. So you always fry your curry paste off, then you drop a little bit of coconut milk in, drop your dried herbs in along with your veggies and your chicken, and then you whack your bamboo shoots in as well. It's all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. So after I've got a little bit of colour in the veggies, a bit of heat through them, after doing the chicken, I'm then going to get the curry roux going. We'll combine everything together and then we're ready to cook the rice. Alright, so when you fry the curry off, a little secret that I learned a little while back is don't just drop it directly into the oil, put a tiny bit of coconut milk in, just a little bit, and then you get your curry mix and drop her in, and you don't want to let it burn too hard. So I've got the heat on relatively low, And we're going to start to mix this curry up. Just fry it off a little bit to activate the spices that are in there, along with a little bit of oil in there. Well, you can smell it already. Can you smell it?
Yeah, it smells good.
How good. Just going to fry that off for a little while, then we'll add the rest of the milk, get the chicken and the veggies back in there, get the baby corn and the herbs, and then we'll be ready to cook the rice. Heat up again. The wind's just a little bit dodgy tonight, so it's sort of blowing some of the time and not other times. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit of bubble. Got to get all the coconut milk. So at this point, as the curry's sort of mixing and bedding down, I'm actually going to add a little bit of sugar. I'm only going to add 2 teaspoons, and then sort of as it goes, I'll sort of gauge, depending on how it tastes, as it sort of blends together. Remembering we've got about 15 minutes to cook the rice, so just going to slowly let it build up all of those key sort of flavours for Thai food. But I don't want to overload it just yet. Need a bigger pot. Okay. Chicken in.
Those handles get in the way.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know where you use that top.
It's got a good solid base and it doesn't burn anything. Add your herb mix. Look at all those beautiful chilies and dried kaffir lime leaves and Thai basil. Yum. Now it sounds a bit crusty, but it'll all absorb into there. And that flavour's just going to simmer in. Be delicious. Alright, so cooking on a cooktop and doing rice. We're used to doing it in the microwave when we're at home, so we do similar sort of ratios, but we change the timing a little bit. So because it's the two of us, we just do 1 cup of rice, tiny bit of salt, and then I add 2 cups of boiling water. I'll bring it back to the boil and then let it go for 15 minutes or until it's absorbed. 15 minutes is about the right amount. And your rice will be ready to go. I'll quickly show you the curry just now. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just simmering away. How good. Pretty good when you're so far off grid at Osprey Bay and you're still having Thai food. How good.
Cracking morning again. This is Osprey Bay though this time.
We found a cave.
Cracking morning. What did we find?
A cave.
We did.
Maybe a mermaid cave. A maybe mermaid cave.
Yeah.
Cave.
Cave. I'll put a photo up. So cute.
Got a bore water tap. The reviews on Wikicamp say that it's crystal clear.
It is.
It's pretty good to me. It's hot. Holy smokes, it's hot.
Pretty good to be out here on the Ningaloo Reef though.
Yeah, this is for Mavi in her outdoor shower. So she can have showers all the time. Because she likes to wash her hair every twice a day.
So where was this again? This was...
Opposite Ned's and Mesa campground. So literally I don't know, 30 metres past the turn off. If you're coming from the north, instead of turning right into Ned's, turn left into here, and you get your bloody free water.
Free bore water. Pretty
Hot.
good.
Must be close to the ground. And also you don't give it to the wildlife because they've adapted to dry conditions.
Oh, is that what it says? Oh. So those sneaky birds drinking out of our water, that's how they have adapted. Hey,
It's cockies.
sneaky cockies.
Just cheap. It's really warm. So
it?
the water source must be. The water
like having
source
a
must be
shower.
Close to the ground. Almost.
36 degrees out here.
And it's nearly winter.
It is actually.
Come on, baby, let's go west to the promised land. Take my hand again, load up the car and drive real far. I could play for cash at the Walmart.
Ant was saying it's a sad day. It's definitely not a sad day. We've just packed up from Osprey Bay and we're moving on to Turquoise Beach. So we're still on the Ningaloo Reef. So it's definitely not a sad day. We're in one of the most amazing places in WA ever. So
It's still a little bit sad because Osprey Bay is awesome. It's Mavo's birthday today and she's 35 years old. So yeah, we just love Osprey Bay. Few things about it to be really clear. You don't need a full four-wheel drive and off-road setup to get in there. It's actually accessible. You can get in there with a Corolla with a rooftop tent on it. The last 400 metres is a little bit corrugated and dirt, but it's bitumen all the way from Exmouth. So a lot of people, I think they see the pictures and that sort of thing and think you're epically off-grid, which you kind of are, but the infrastructure's there to support people who aren't. And I think it's another reason it's so busy down there.
yeah,
We just love it.
absolutely love it. So
Not many places you can swim with 6 turtles in the
I
one.
know, we're
in the
swimming
one
with
storm.
6 turtles, as you would have
Probably already
seen.
seen.
Yep. It's just epic. The water was a little bit murky this time, but that's okay. The flies weren't too bad. Which
The
was,
toilets smell nice. For pit toilets are
The
pretty
toilets
good.
smelled nice. Yes, they were very clean, and the hosts do an amazing job. So thank you.
Actually, all the hosts from Cape Arid all the way through to Exmouth have been awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, WA do a great job with their campsites and picking the right camp hosts, I reckon.
Yeah. So on to Turquoise Beach. We'll show you what that looks like, and we've got the whale sharks tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm
So looking forward to
excited.
that. In action.
Water conservation, because this is already from our showers, but now I'm going to use it instead of just dumping it, because that's what you do with grey water. I'm going to use it to clean the cassette. Lucky me, I always get to do this job. So it's our last day on Ningaloo Reef before we have to pack up.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that footage from the whale sharks because it was outstanding. We just ducked up to Yardie Homestead to take a look. It doesn't look too bad, no idea about pricing. They got powered sites, there's a cafe and that sort of thing there. We grabbed a sneaky coffee because we're out of milk and it's too windy at the moment to make a coffee outside. But we're heading to Turquoise Bay. It's the last thing that we've got on our list that we haven't done yet, although we did it in 22. It's really windy, but we're hoping that we can bring you some pretty awesome footage. We probably look tired too, but
yeah,
anyway.
So tired. Lack of sleep. It was so windy last night. I thought so many times of grabbing some footage of it, but I was just so tired. It all started at 1 o'clock and it's still blowing a gale right now, and it's 10 a.m. So
pretty impressed that the awning stood up to it, to be honest.
yeah,
So
I am too actually.
thumbs up to the
Very
awning.
impressed. Had to get up a couple of times just to check that the ropes and all that was all tied down properly, but yeah,
All good.
all good.
It's bitumen in here.
I know, how good is this?
Wow.
Anyway, we'll bring it to you.
Dee's getting her camera. We are a bit snorkeled out after a big day yesterday, so we're just going to go and enjoy the beach, I think. Parked at the Drift Loop car park, plenty of parks up here still, which is nice, so let's go and see what we can find. Oh, I talked about the fish.
Yeah, don't you remember this?
No. So I've seen plenty of coral trout.
We've seen plenty of
Plenty of turtles.
blue spotted ray
Yeah.
and normal brown stingray
Plenty of rats.
and plenty of these giant clams. Pieces of it. Oh, I saw one of these yesterday.
One of what?
These cute little things. I don't know what they're called. One of these. They're very shy.
They're called
And
fish.
it was around coral, just like that.
There you go. Oh, that's what a cuttlefish actually looks like. There you go. You're a round-bellied cowfish, mate. Snorkeling going on. What do you think, Maeve?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's actually, for the wind that we've got today, it looks quite calm on the water. So it's beautiful. But Kurrajong is just as beautiful,
Yeah,
really.
agree. With less people.
Yeah, we'll have to do the drift, Ant.
Alright.
So here it's famous for the turquoise water and also the drift. So you can drift right down to the point and get out and then go again. So I have to do that.
It was a fail to leave the snorkeling gear in the car, so here I go back to the car after walking half a kilometre up the beach. Good times.
Hope you enjoyed the whale shark footage. You got to do it if you come this far.
Yes.
Actually, you've got to come
it's-
here.
It's a must. Yeah, absolutely recommend. This is one of our favourite, the most favourite destinations here in Australia for us, isn't it?
It's my favourite, but anyway. couple of tips. April, May, the winds are relatively low and whale shark season's happening and all of those sorts of things. So I just think it's the best time to be here. It's probably average 34, 35 degrees every day, 20 degrees at night. Water temp's about 27, 28 degrees. Like, it couldn't get much better. Couldn't get much better.
No.
The reef is healthy. There's just so many things going for this region. So a little bit sad to leave tomorrow, but we're heading into the Pilbara too, so that's going to be mint.
Yes.
Not to Karajini, but we're going to poke around the coast and have a good look there too. So keep watching on the next one. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do.
And drop in any questions.
Yeah, throw your
comments
questions in.
We love to hear from you guys and respond.
All right, that ends our 2 weeks on Ningaloo Reef. So we promised at the beginning of the video to give you a rundown of a few different sites out here on the northwest side of Yardie Creek. So we've been to 3. We've been to Tulkey, we've been to Offspray Bay, and we've been to Kurrajong. Favourite site?
Kurrajong.
Oh,
wait a minute. Oh, no, wait. Favourite site? Favourite site was definitely Offspray Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favourite site at Offspray Bay simply because we were like 20 to 30 metres from the beach.
Yep.
Beautiful ocean view.
Site number 32, oh my goodness.
And the toilets were clean and they didn't smell bad, and pretty much everything. Although we did notice that the community feel at Offspray Bay, and it's probably just who was around at the time, wasn't quite there like it was in 2022. We just had a really special time in 2022. But Offspray Bay, if you can book it in advance, because it always books out, get yourself in there.
Kurrajong had the best snorkeling that was so close to shore. So in comparison to Offspray Bay had turtles and everything, but if you really want good snorkeling, you've got to go a fair way out. And
you don't have to go that far out, but anyway, in Dee's measure, it's a fair way out.
Yeah, in my measure, it's a fair way out in comparison to Kurrajong. Yeah, and I get a little bit scared when it comes to snorkeling too far out, when there's not many people and there's sharks, so I felt a little bit unsafe. But that's just me, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
For the site, definitely Offspray Bay. For the snorkeling, definitely Kurrajong.
The other thing about Kurrajong, you're not going to get an ocean view there. But you're literally 80 metres from the ocean, and you're nestled in between 2 dune systems. So in terms of wind protection, next level. Kurrajong, we did have the band camp there and that sort of thing, so the toilets are a bit full and a bit smelly, but if you were to not be able to get Offspray Bay, highly recommend Kurrajong. Tulkey Beach, well, it had the ocean view, but it didn't have the coral bommies and that sort of thing. It had ospreys nesting out on the beach, which was really cool and unique. And it's really well positioned if you're going to do a whale shark dive from Tenabiti Harbour and places like that. Super exposed. We got slapped by the wind each night that we were there. Except last night when we took the awning down because we were getting slapped by the wind. But again, just if you could only get Tulkey Beach, you'd still do that over staying in Exmouth.
Absolutely, because really all you need is a base so that you can go to all of these amazing snorkeling locations. So, you know, you've got Oyster Stacks, Turquoise Bay. You can even visit Offspray Bay in the visitors section. And it's still the same beach. And Kurrajong, visitor, you know, park your car in the visitors section and just go to the beach there.
And you can get in with 2-wheel drive cars. Like there's a little bit of corrugated dirt road for 300 or 400 metres into each of them, but they're amazing. So, favourite place in Australia. We had a great 2 weeks here. Last thing, massive shout out to all the camp hosts. We haven't had bad camp hosts from Cape Harrod all the way around to Exmouth, and we've stayed in a lot of national parks now. These guys are volunteers. They come up, they get free accommodation, and that's about it. So you got to give it to them. They keep the places neat and tidy. They have to step in when you get the odd dickhead. And they're just amazing people. You got to give them a huge rap. WA do their camp hosting and the selection of their camp hosts obviously really well. So if any of you camp hosts are watching, we really appreciate the work you do and the time that you give to make it all happen. So get up to Exmouth, everybody. Can't say it enough.
I know.
See you in the next one.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.